Okay, so developer update. All things wicked. Let's see how wicked this is. What about that? I can't even look at the image. You serious? Anyway. The All Things Wicked PTB has come and gone. As always, our team has discussed the feedback you've shared. Yeah, because we don't actually have any game sense or actual vision or design. All we do is we do stuff, and then we wait for you guys to comment on it and give us feedback, and then we intervene accordingly, because we can't actually go ahead and just design the game. We're just like, guys, what do you think? Did we do good? Did we do bad? Because we don't play the game. You have to tell us if we did good or bad. And we've prepared a series of adjustments which will be made before this update goes live. In this post, we'll go through each of them and provide a brief explanation on our thought process. Ooh, okay. Lucky us. We're trying out a new, less wordy format. Good. I don't want to waste my time on nonsense. The unknown. Oh, here we go. Weakness duration now increases by 6 seconds when a survivor is injured by the power. Okay, that's a buff. Because now they're weak. They're weaker for longer, giving you an opportunity to follow up with a hit. Before, it was kind of trickier because you had to infect them, hit them, then they got rid of the weakness like in 2 seconds, and then you had to infect them again, and then you could down them. And it was such a long process. You have to just. It felt like Nemesis, right? You had to go through this long ass cooldown. Thank you, Birna. You had to go through this long ass cooldown, and then you had to hit them again, and it was so. It just took time, basically. It just wasn't too good. So that's a good buff. And what else did they do? They increased the hindred effect on airborne hits from 3 to 6. All right. I mean, at least it's something. I'm still not a big fan of this. I still think that if you hit someone directly, it should just weaken them, you know? Like, I don't know why there's this different effect, but whatever. At least they made it better. 3% hindred is nothing. It's just ridiculous. 6%... I mean, it's still not major, but it's a bit more significant. So whatever. I mean, that's already 2 buffs. So we take them. Increased blindness duration for the homemade mask add-on. The 60 seconds was 45. Yeah, big deal. Okay, this is just whatever. This means very little, but these 2 are kind of good, especially the first one. Like, namely, this is decent. Like, otherwise, you're going to have trouble following up and chases will be longer. So this is the most significant buff. So at least they buffed him. The weakness effect was a little too easy to remove during the PTB, which meant the killer would often have to hit a healthy survivor with the UVX 4 times to down them. Yeah, this is true. This is so true. Like, honestly, it was obnoxious. By increasing weakness duration when the survivor is hit by a blast, accurate killers will need 1 less shot to down a survivor. Cool, okay. That's nice. So the unknown got buffed slightly, but that's good. I think he did need a bit of a buff. He was okay, but he wasn't great because he was so long-winded. Again, he felt like Nemesis. Maybe even worse, because you had to wait for the cooldown. Nemesis, okay, you miss a tentacle strike, you're going to lose a bit of distance, but you don't get stuck into a cooldown. With him, you got stuck into a cooldown. So if you now if you're consistent with the unknown, you're going to get better results, which is nice. So let's move on. Let's move on to the pig. Oh, the pig. Dude, what did they do to the pig? I swear, if they nerfed her more. Reverted. Wait. Decreased reverse bear trap base time to 150 seconds. Was 180. Did they just revert the change? Did they make the pig the same as... Did they revert the trap time? We wanted to shift our some power away from the pig's reverse bear traps and into her stealth and ambush abilities to make her more fun and interactive to play. Many felt that this change was too significant during the PTB. Yeah, of course it was. It was unneeded. It was totally unneeded. So we have reverted it for the update's release. We'll be keeping a close eye on her performance once this update goes live and reevaluate if this change is needed at a later date. Oh, come on, man. It isn't needed. The pig's traps were okay. So from what I'm understanding, they are no longer nerfing the traps, and they're only going to go ahead with the buff. If that's what this is, then great. That's amazing. Good. Thank fuck the community pestered this company enough for them to revert the changes, because they were going to go ahead with this, and the only reason they haven't is because people complained. Luckily, and I mean, we're lucky they complained, because if they didn't, this would have been in the game. That's good. So the pig just gets a straight up buff. Very nice. Still can't see the boxes. Yeah, you still. That's true though. That's true. You still can't see the boxes. So that does suck. Yeah. So the boxes are still invisible. Well, it's less of a downside than before. Like before, it was like upright nauseous, because 180 seconds is way too much. At least, at least it's something. I mean, you're right though. You're correct. The Huntress. Oh, the Huntress. Oh, the Huntress. Does she get to keep her at 10 hatchets? I doubt it. Reverted. Here we go. Here we go. Knew it. I told you. Decreased Huntress's movement speed while holding a hatchet to 3.08 was 3.54. So they reverted the extra speed when you move with the hatchet, but it looks like you still get to keep 10 hatchets. You still get to keep 10 hatchets, so it's still a buff. It's just not as insane, because now you can't zone people as you used to do before, which I think this was a bit, maybe this was a bit excessive to be able to basically run with a hatchet charged. I don't know how I felt about that. So I'm not too unhappy they dropped this. So what does that mean? We get more hatchets, basically. This change made it too forgiving for the Huntress to raise a hatchet at the wrong time. Yeah, I agree though. I do agree. It was really cheesy, to be fair. I mean, it was though. Potentially even keeping up with the survivors with add-ons. Yeah, no, that's not good. Like, if you could physically catch up to people while charging the hatchet with no downside, that's not good. We've reverted this change. Okay, so you can still have 10 hatchets. You're still gonna have a good number of hatchets. So I mean, it's still a buff. It's still gonna be a buff from what we have now. So whatever, we take it. So moving on, the clown. What did they do to the clown? I wonder. Change. The redhead's pinky finger add-on now limits the clown's bottle carrying capacity to 1. 1. Bro, 1 bottle, man. 1, not 2. Actually, you only have 1 throw, and then you have to keep reloading. That's kind of harsh. Previously reduced capacity by 3. This add-on allows the clown to down healthy survivors in a single hit. So it has had a significant downside to keep it under control. Since we've increased its base carrying capacity, this would have made the add-on stronger as a result. We have added a hard limit of 1. I don't know why they went with 1 bottle and not 2 bottles. Like, 1 bottle is a bit like the clown's pinky finger. It's not like a hatchet, like the Eerie hatchet that can go across the map. The bottle doesn't have that huge range. But I guess here's the problem, though. Here's the reality check. Clown can use pinky finger to hard cap someone. So I've never been a fan of pinky finger. I'm not sorry that pinky finger is way worse now, because I think they should emphasize on more interesting ways to play the clown, like maybe, as they did, make his yellow bottles more efficient, give him more base bottles for his normal bottles. I think that's the right way to go about it. I don't think the right way to make clown stronger is just to give him stronger pinky finger, because that's arguably the most boring way to play clown. Like, okay, it's strong, it's effective, but it's also very cheesy and very boring, and it causes very boring gameplay. So this is a downside, but I kind of agree with this. I don't think this is a bad change, because I don't want to go against Pinky Clown every time I find a clown. I want to see a clown trying to slow me down with his bottles, speed himself up with the yellow, and actually have some, thought process and strategy. So just using Pinky Finger, I think, is a lazy way to play clown. I get it. When you go against multiple medkits, okay? When you go against multiple medkits, it does suck, and it does make you want to bring Pinky Finger, but you can still bring Franklin's if you really don't want to deal with insta-heals. You can still bring Franklin's. So at the end of the day, you get more bottles, you get better yellow bottles, and yeah, at the expense of this add-on, which I was never a fan of to begin with, so whatever. So moving on to Survivor stuff. We're talking about Survivor perks now. That's enough for Killer. Hello, Tyranor. I'm not even playing DbD, but I follow the changes as you read them. Well, this is something that I'm going to have to deal with. Invocation, Weaving Spiders. Right, this was a very contentious perk because it's one of the new ones. It's one of the rituals. So change, when the invocation is completed, permanently reduce the required charges. Wow. Permanently, bro. Dude, this is... Wait. BNP and all gens. Are you serious? Dude, there's no way. Like, wait a fucking second. Are you no? Okay. So basically, when you complete the ritual, every single gen, all 7 gens, all seven, it's like bringing 7 BMPs, 7 BMPs, 10% previously 15 charges, dude, and that's permanent. So you can't get rid of it. If they complete the Invocation, all 7 gens are now gonna take less time to repair. It's like dropping a free BMP on every gen on the map. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Territorial imperative meta. This perk has a lot of risk and a heavy time commitment. That's true, though. This is true. I have to admit, it does require some commitment. Like, you go basement, there's Baba, you've lost the game. I mean, the thing is, what this is going to do is going to give Killer one more thing to have to think about, which is annoying, but we'll have to see how this pans out. If the Invocation is interrupted, the time spent would be lost, making it unappealing compared to a normal repair. This is true, though. You have to admit, this is true. Like, if they make this shitty, here's the problem, guys. If they make this crap, then the result is no one uses it. At least with this change, you will have people use this. Occasionally, you will have people attempt this. So I can see why they wanted to make it better. And I don't want to be too fatalistic. I want to see how this pans out before I judge it. But it does sound strong now. Like a BMP on every gen kind of sounds pretty crazy. Yeah, some people may run territorial. If this comes commonplace, then yes. To make the rewards match the risk, we've changed the effect permanent, reduced the required repairs all generators need, similar to the brand new part add-on. Exciting, man, exciting. I can't wait to see what happens. Strength in the shadows. In the shadows. Doo-doo-doo. I'll be waiting. Change. Increased healing speed to 70% was 60. So if you're in the basement, you heal quicker, I think it is. Yeah, so if you go to the basement, you can heal quite quick. Okay, cool. I mean, it's 10%. Yeah, I mean, the perk was never amazing, so this makes it just a tiny bit more appetizing. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, okay, well, that's fine. Wicked. So Wicked, yourself unhook, reworked. This is the perk that gave you free deliverance if you get hooked in the basement. For free, okay, for free. Your self-unhook attempts in the basement always succeed. When you are unhooked or unhook yourself, you see the killer's aura for 16, 18, 20 seconds. So yeah, this is what we were discussing. So yeah, you get free. You get a free unhook in the basement. Your luck is set to 100% if you get hooked down in the basement, and then once you unhook yourself, you will see the killer for 20 seconds, which is quite a long time. 20 seconds is a significant time. Like, it's not like 6 seconds. This is 20 seconds is quite, that's big. That's pretty big. Like, an example I can give you, if this happens sometime during the end game, you can, as a Swift, you can call out where the killer's going, if they're going to one gate or the other gate. You'll have all this information, right? Although the killer may just go back to the basement to defend, logically, but whatever happens, you will be able to call out the position of the killer, which is significant. Okay, so there you go. Those are the changes. Those are the big changes. There may be others. Am I missing anything? Watch list. The unknown. It's always takes some time for new killers to settle. We'll be watching to see if the unknown is too strong. Too strong, lol. Too weak, or if any points of frustration arise in the coming weeks and months. Dude, no one's going to play this killer past day 3. Past day 3, no one's going to play the unknown. I can guarantee you. It's not going to happen. He takes too much brain power. His attack requires too much precision. People won't play this killer. They'll play him day 1, day 2, day 3, but then they won't. He's going to become another artist or something that people just don't play. You'll have people put this guy in A tier and B tier and say, oh yeah, this killer is great, and then they'll never play them. So yeah, no, that's not a problem. Though he'll probably keep the buffs he got, so yeah. Invocation, Weaving Spiders. Being a brand new mechanic, it will take some time to see how Invocation perks fit into the game. Hello, Elitzo. Thank you for the sub, man. 18 months in the Ace Gamer army. The effect is strong, but carries a significant risk. We'll be watching closely to make sure they end up in a good spot strength-wise. Good, okay. So if it is too strong, they have already said that they will change it. The pig. Oh, come on, leave pig alone. Dude, why don't they... Chat, why don't they get how that Pig is bad? Pig is a fucking bad killer. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. Pig is bad. And she will still be mediocre after the patch. People aren't going to start, like, winning 30 matches in a row with Pig just because our ambush is just 15% less shitty. Like, dude, we're watching you, Pig. We're watching you. Don't you be winning. Don't you be winning too much, because we'll nerf you back down again. Dude, it's like they're worrying about Pig. So funny. Yeah, okay, well, that's all there is, chat. That's what it is. That's the contents of the update. So yeah, there you go. There you go. I'm probably gonna put that highlight on YouTube for our YouTube people to see, because I'm sure they'll be interested in what behavior has in store for us. And with that said, let's begin the show. Let's begin this show. Unfun Tunnel is the way to go.